I think Afro R&B in 5 years is going to definitely expand. You're going to have so many more people, so many more talented people come in and just change the narrative, change the way they see music. My name is Noel and this is Voice Gospel.
I don't pull myself from the brink of depression. I don't free my mind from the tension.
I'm originally from Lagos, Nigeria, but I did move to South Africa, Pretoria, when I was quite young. But I'm originally from Surulere, Lagos, Nigeria.
And I stay for my knees and pray.
My favorite thing about my hometown, something I really miss, is it always had this buzz. Everyone was really focused. Everyone knew what they wanted to do when they wanted to do it. And I loved it. I love the energy. I love the vibe. Yeah. What inspired me to make music was the impact music had on my life. I used to listen to some artists and I found that music could change your mood. It could just lift your spirits. The right song could just tell a whole story, could put you in a whole place, a whole mind frame. And I kind of love that. Also, my mom was a youth leader at the time. She was the choir leader of the youth church when I was a kid, and I just loved watching her and watching them, so that inspired me.
Blessings on me, blessings on me.
I think Afro R&B is so important because it gives a new vibe, a new feeling to the space, the gospel space, and it allows people to express themselves differently. Also, I feel like sometimes you just want to vibe and you just want to have something that's like, there are a lot of people who like Afro R&B, but a lot of the music right now is not something that uplifts your spirit, and it just says things that maybe you don't want to identify with. So I feel like Afro R&B and just gospel Afro R&B allows you to tell that story, allows you to be intentional with the pen, but also create like an atmosphere and a mood that's just relaxed, you know, that people could just vibe with.
Hey, the dweller in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
I think Afro R&B in 5 years is going to definitely expand. You're going to have so many more people, so many more talented people come in and just change the narrative, change the way they see music. And I also feel like it will have a stronger impact on the next generation, and it will influence what they say, how they speak. I just think it's gonna grow significantly, and I'm completely here for it because so many people will be allowed to express themselves more and feel more comfortable in who they are and who they identify as in Christ. So I think it's gonna be great. I describe my music as free. I think I just want people to feel relaxed and calm and comfortable. I want it to be a safe space for them. I like to tell my story, but I also want people to understand my relationship with God, and hopefully they can identify with it and see, kind of like David. When you read the Psalms, David's life is completely painted in the Psalms and the songs, and his good times and his bad times, and that's just kind of what my music is. I just want people to say, oh, there was this girl named Noel and she loved God and she had this impact with her music, and this was what her life was like with Christ. How beautiful. Yeah.
Mommy, I know where I'm from. Baba, you took me further than I ever dreamed of. Yes.
As a musician, I think the biggest challenge I faced was I used to think people pleasing was humility, and I've had to learn the hard way that it's not. In fact, it's very upsetting to God. So you need to be someone who speaks their mind. You need to be someone who goes for what God has told you to do at all times, and that is more important. And you can be assertive and confident and still be humble. I would advise them to just focus on their relationship with God and not try and follow trends, not try and follow what everyone's doing, but focus on what God has asked you to do and who you are, because who you are is important for so many people, and there are people who need you. You know, your originality, they need you. And if you try and be someone else, no one will ever get to them. So don't ever compare yourself to others or look and say, this is what's happening, this is what's trending. Be yourself, identify who you are, and stand out as a brand. before you even try and do any other thing. That's the most essential thing, I think.